Hello, my dear. I want to begin by telling you something very important. You are safe here. You are deeply loved. Right now, in this moment, there is nothing you need to fix. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't have to pretend everything is okay. This is a space of gentleness, a space where you can breathe, where you can rest, and where your heart can begin to open just a little more. Sometimes, all we need is to hear that it's okay to feel what we feel. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be hurt. There is no need to rush your healing. There is no timeline for peace. It unfolds in your own sacred rhythm. So many people carry deep emotional pain without even realizing how long they've been holding it. It settles quietly within, buried beneath years of trying to stay strong, of pushing forward, of being there for everyone else. And when we finally slow down, we feel it. That ache in the chest, that lump in the throat, that deep longing to be seen, heard, and comforted. And I want you to know, this longing is not weakness. It is the soul's gentle cry for love, not from the world outside, but from the inside, from you. You are the one you've been waiting for. Close your eyes for a moment if you'd like, and take a soft, slow breath. Let it come all the way in, and as you breathe out, release just a little of that tightness. You don't have to hold it all together. You don't have to carry it all alone. There is great strength in allowing yourself to soften, to be honest with what you feel. That honesty is the beginning of true healing. That breath you just took, that is your body saying yes to life again. Sometimes emotional pain doesn't speak in words. It whispers through tension in the shoulders, tiredness that lingers, headaches that return again and again. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget, but every ache, every tear, every sigh is an invitation, not to suffer, but to pay attention, to love yourself enough to ask, what do I need? What am I holding on to? When we ask gently, the answers come softly, and in that softness, we begin to make room for healing. It's okay if this feels new to you. It's okay if the idea of healing feels far away. You don't have to understand everything right now. Just your willingness to listen, your openness to be here, is a beautiful beginning. Healing is not about pushing pain away. It's about learning how to care for it, how to sit beside it with kindness, how to wrap it in love until it no longer feels scary. And you can do this, even if no one taught you how. You can learn to be your own comfort, your own peace. There is a quiet place within you that is never broken, never harmed, and always whole. It might feel hidden right now, but it's there. And together, we're going to take gentle steps to find it again. Let today be the first day you decide to stop running from what hurts. Let it be the day you begin to turn inward and offer yourself what you've needed all along: kindness, patience, and love. We're not going to rush. There is no finish line to healing. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. Each breath, each tear, each small shift matters. Even listening to this now means something inside of you is already saying yes. Yes to healing. Yes to peace. Yes to love. Emotional pain is not a punishment. It is not something wrong with you. It is simply unprocessed experience waiting for light. It is an unopened letter from your past, asking to be read with compassion. And when we begin to read those letters, when we start to open those long locked doors, we find parts of ourselves we thought we lost. We find strength we didn't know we had. We find that healing is not about forgetting. It's about remembering who we are underneath the pain. And you, dear heart, are beautiful underneath it all. You are resilient, soft, and full of possibilities. You are capable of healing, and you don't have to do it all today. Just begin. Just say, I am open to healing. I am willing to feel safe. I am willing to be gentle with myself. These small sentences, repeated with love, are seeds, and when you water them daily with kindness, they grow into new beliefs, new feelings, new beginnings. So, take another breath now. Let it be slow and soft. Feel your chest rise. Feel it fall. You are here, and that is more than enough. Let's continue together, one gentle moment at a time. Everything in life is energy. Our emotions, our thoughts, our memories, they all carry energy. And sometimes, when we've gone through difficult times, that energy doesn't move through us the way it's meant to. It gets stuck. It settles. It hides deep in the corners of the body, waiting patiently until we are ready to listen. And now you are ready. Not because you've been forced, but because something inside of you wants to be free. Think about how the body responds when something emotional happens. The breath tightens, the heart races, the muscles clench. This is your body talking to you. It's saying, I'm feeling something deeply. It's not betrayal. It's not a flaw. It's awareness. The body carries what the mind tries to put away, but nothing needs to be pushed away anymore. We are creating a new space now, a space of welcome, of allowing, of soft release. When you feel emotional pain, you are not weak. You are alive. Feeling deeply means you care. It means you have loved. It means you are human. But for too long, many have been taught to fear their emotions, to silence their tears, to wear a brave face even when the soul is hurting. Today, we unlearn that. We allow the tears. We honor the ache. We say, my pain is real and it deserves kindness. You may notice that when a memory returns, the body reacts. A knot in the stomach, a heaviness in the chest, a trembling in the hands. This is the body processing energy. It is not something to judge. It is something to witness, to hold gently. You might say to yourself, it's okay. I'm here with you. You're safe now. And in doing so, you become your own healer. You become your own steady presence. Energy wants to move. Just like water, it wants to flow. And when we allow it, even slowly, it does. A sigh, a yawn, a tear, a smile. These are signs that something inside is shifting. You don't need to understand it all. You just need to trust the process. Healing is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is quiet and tender, a soft opening, a gentle breath. The beautiful truth is this: your body knows how to heal. Your heart knows how to release. Your spirit knows how to rise. And when you allow all parts of you to work together, not in conflict, but in harmony, you return to your natural state of well-being. It may take time, it may take patience, but every step matters. Every act of love toward yourself adds up. Sometimes we carry emotions that aren't even ours. We hold pain for others. We absorb what isn't meant for us. And when we begin to notice that, we can lovingly say, this does not belong to me. I choose to let it go. These simple words can help shift the energy, not by force, but by love. Try placing your hand gently over your heart right now. Feel the warmth, feel the life, and say softly, I allow healing. I welcome peace. I trust the flow of life. Let those words ripple through you like waves, touching all the places within that have been waiting to be seen. When we honor the energy of emotion instead of fearing it, we give ourselves the gift of freedom. Freedom to be present, freedom to be light, freedom to feel joy again. And that freedom starts with a choice to be kind to yourself no matter what you feel. You are not too sensitive. You are not too much. You are enough. just as you are, and you are learning day by day how to hold yourself with love. You are not broken. You are not damaged. You are not wrong. You are in the process of becoming whole again. You are returning to your true self, the self that knows peace, the self that remembers joy, the self that trusts in life again. Many have been taught to think of healing as fixing something that's broken, but you are not broken. You are healing from things that were painful. You are releasing beliefs that were never yours. You are shedding old stories that no longer fit who you are becoming. This is not about fixing. This is about remembering the truth of your being. You were born whole. You were born worthy. You were born love. And nothing that has happened to you can ever take that away. Yes, you may have forgotten. You may have doubted. But that truth has never left you. It lives inside you still, waiting to be embraced. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to pause, to place your hands over your heart, to take a breath, and to whisper, I am learning, I am growing, I am healing. These words are powerful. They are not just affirmations. They are declarations of truth. Healing is not a straight line. Some days feel bright and open. Others feel heavy and slow, and both are okay. There is no right way to heal. There is only your way, the way that honors your pace, your feelings, your truth. You are allowed to move slowly. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take as much time as you need. One thought at a time, one breath at a time, you are gently untangling yourself from the stories that once kept you small, and in their place, you are planting seeds of truth. I am safe. I am worthy. I am enough. And those seeds, watered daily, become new beliefs, new feelings, new ways of living. When you look in the mirror, you may still see the past. You may still hear the old voices, but they do not define you. You can learn to look again, with softer eyes, with a heart that says, you've been through so much, and I am proud of you. That simple shift from judgment to compassion is healing. You are not your mistakes. You are not your pain. You are not your fear. You are the love that holds it all. You are the light that never goes out. You are the hope that rises again and again. And you are learning to treat yourself with the same care you so easily give to others. Let yourself be proud of each step you take. Let yourself celebrate each moment you choose love over fear. Let yourself rest in the knowing that healing is not a destination. It's a way of being, a way of coming home to yourself. You are doing beautifully, dear heart. Keep going. Keep choosing love. Keep choosing you. Sometimes healing asks us to do something that feels strange at first, to look at ourselves, not just in passing, not just to fix our hair or check our reflection, but to really look into the eyes, into the soul. And when we do, something shifts. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, even painful, because for so long, those eyes have been asking for love, for kindness, for acknowledgement. And finally, you're there. You're meeting yourself. This is the beginning of what we call mirror work. When you stand before a mirror and gently say to yourself, I love you, you may not believe it right away. That's okay. This is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about standing with yourself and saying, I am here. I care. That's all love ever really is, being there even when it's hard. And as you practice, something beautiful happens. The mirror stops being a place of judgment and becomes a window of compassion. Try this in the morning when the day is new and the mind is quiet. Look into your eyes just for a moment and say, I am learning to love you. That simple sentence carries so much truth, because love is a practice. It's not just a feeling, it's a choice made over and over, even when the mind argues, even when the old stories try to return. Each time you return to the mirror, you're showing up for the part of you that's been waiting to be seen. Some days you may cry, some days you may smile, some days you may not feel anything at all, but every time you try, you are creating a new connection, a new pathway of love inside you. Think of it like watering a plant. The plant may not bloom overnight, but the water still matters. The care still counts. And over time, it grows. So does your self-love. You may want to place your hand on your heart while you look. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. These are signs of life, signs that you are here, still trying, still choosing to love. And that effort is not small. It is a sacred act, one that rewrites the messages that were planted in you long ago, messages that said you had to earn love or prove your worth. Mirror work says the opposite. You are worthy now, just as you are. There's no need to rush the process. Some days, simply standing in front of the mirror is enough. Other days, you may feel brave enough to say more. I'm proud of you. I forgive you. I believe in you. Let the words come from a gentle place, not from force. Speak to yourself like you would to someone you cherish, because you deserve that kind of tenderness too. Mirror work is not about ego or vanity. It's about connection. It's about remembering that the most important relationship in your life is the one you have with yourself. When that relationship is rooted in kindness, everything changes. The way you speak to yourself, the way you allow others to treat you, the way you move through the world, and even if you don't believe the words yet, say them anyway, not as a lie, but as a seed. I love you. You're doing your best. You're enough. These are not just words, they are medicine. And each time you speak them, you're offering healing to the parts of you that forgot they were lovable. As you continue this gentle practice, you will begin to notice a shift, maybe in your posture, your breath, your tone, maybe in how you respond to challenges, or in the quiet courage you feel growing inside. That is the power of loving yourself. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, it simply says, I matter. And when you begin to believe that you matter, life responds. Opportunities open, relationships soften, peace becomes your natural state, all because you stood before a mirror and dared to see yourself through the eyes of love. Within each of us is a part that has waited quietly, tenderly for our attention. It is the inner child, the part that once saw the world with wonder, felt deeply, and asked only to be loved. This part may have been misunderstood, ignored, or even shamed, and yet it never left. It still lives inside, waiting for your warmth. When we feel emotional pain, often it is this younger part of us speaking, not with words, but with feelings, with a sadness we can't name, with a fear that feels too big, with a longing we can't explain. And the answer is not to silence it. The answer is to listen, to sit beside that inner child and say, I see you, I hear you, I'm here now. Imagine gently reaching for your own heart, as if holding a small child close. That is what your spirit longs for, not fixing, not rushing, just presence, just comfort, just the soft assurance that it's safe to feel, that the tears are welcome, that the voice matters. You may have been taught that emotions were wrong, that crying was weak, that sensitivity was something to hide. But the truth is, your feelings are sacred. They are how your inner child speaks to you, and when you begin to honor them, you begin to heal years of silence. Try sitting quietly, closing your eyes and asking, "What do you need right now?" The answer may surprise you. It may be rest. It may be a walk outside. It may be the words, "I love you." Whatever it is, give it without judgment. Give it freely. Your inner child doesn't need you to be perfect. Just present. You can even write a letter if that feels right. Begin with, "Dear little one," and let your heart speak. Let it say the things you needed to hear long ago. You are safe now. I'm here for you. You never deserve to be hurt. These words, written from the heart, become bridges, connecting your present self with the child within. There is so much wisdom in the part of you that still feels, that still hopes, that still longs to be held. And when you make space for that part, life becomes softer. You stop reacting from pain and start responding from love. The world becomes less threatening. The body feels lighter because the child within is no longer hiding in fear. You may find that old memories rise up. That's okay. Let them come, but don't live in them. Witness them with kindness. Hold them in your heart, not to relive them, but to release them, to let them breathe and then be free. The more you love your inner child, the more you return to your true nature, the joyful, curious, open-hearted self that trusts in life, that sees beauty in the small things, that believes in magic. That version of you still exists, and it wants to live fully, not trapped in the past, but dancing in the present. Every time you choose kindness over criticism, every time you rest instead of push, every time you listen instead of silence, you are loving that child. You are becoming the safe space that was once missing. And in doing so, you change not only your inner world, but the world around you. Let yourself be gentle. Let yourself be soft. Healing is not hard. It is tender. It is a return to love. And your inner child has waited long enough. Let today be the day you say, "I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere." Your mind is a garden. Each thought is a seed. And for many years, you may have been planting thoughts that don't nourish you. Thoughts of fear, of doubt, of unworthiness. Not because you wanted to, but because that's what you were given. But now, you are learning something powerful. You can choose your thoughts. You can grow a new garden. Begin to notice how you speak to yourself. When you make a mistake, do you offer understanding or judgment? When you feel sad, do you allow comfort or criticism? The words you say inside matter. They create your emotional environment. And just like you wouldn't thrive in a harsh climate, your soul doesn't grow in harsh thoughts. Instead of saying, "What's wrong with me?" try saying, "I'm learning. I'm doing my best." That shift alone can change how you feel, not overnight, but steadily, like a sunrise that gently warms the sky. One soft thought can light up your entire day. Choose words that support your healing. I am safe now. It's okay to feel. I trust my journey. These are not just phrases. They are acts of self-love. Spoken with care, they reach deep into the nervous system, calming the body, easing the heart. If an old thought returns, one that says you're not enough or not lovable, pause, place a hand on your heart, and say, "That was the old story. I choose a new one now." Speak it gently. Speak it often. Thoughts may visit, but you decide who stays. Your thoughts affect how your body feels. A harsh thought can tighten your chest. A loving thought can soften your breath. You are not separate from your thoughts. You are in relationship with them, and you can choose to make that relationship a kind one. You might want to begin a little journal, just a few minutes a day. Write down thoughts that feel heavy, and then write a loving response. If the thought is, I'm failing, respond with, I am growing. If it says, I'll never be okay, reply, I'm already healing. This practice is not about denying your pain. It's about offering yourself a voice that uplifts rather than pulls down. Even small changes in your inner dialogue can lead to big shifts in how you feel. Imagine a child learning to walk. Would you scold them for falling or cheer for every tiny step? Your mind is learning to walk a new path. Cheer for it, encourage it, be patient with it. And when you forget, and you will sometimes, just come back, gently, kindly, no shame. Just say, I'm learning. It's okay. Let's try again. That is the essence of healing. Not never falling, but always returning to love. You are the narrator of your life. You get to choose the voice. Let it be one of kindness, of compassion, of truth. Let it say, you are worthy, you are healing, you are enough. Let those words become your daily breath. Let them become your new way of being. And as those thoughts take root, as they bloom into belief, your life begins to reflect them, not by force, but by alignment, not because the world changes first, but because you do. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself, a mind that supports you, a heart that believes in you, and a life that grows from love. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful gifts you can offer yourself, not because it makes everything right or erases the past, but because it sets you free. Carrying pain, resentment, or blame is like holding a heavy stone in your heart. It weighs you down, it clouds your joy, and it disconnects you from your peace. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or approving of what happened. It is about reclaiming your power to choose how you feel today. So many people believe forgiveness means saying, it's okay. But the truth is, forgiveness says, I no longer choose to carry this pain. It is not about the other person. It is not about their actions. It is about releasing the emotional grip something has on you. It's about finding peace within, even when there was chaos around you. You might say, but how do I forgive something that hurts so much? And I would tell you this, start small. Begin by being willing, just willing to forgive. You don't need to know how. Just say, I am willing to release this burden. I am willing to let peace in. That willingness creates a soft opening. It begins to loosen the tightness that pain has wrapped around your heart. Visualize the pain as something separate from you, perhaps a stone, a shadow, or a knot of tension. Now imagine placing it in a gentle stream. Watch it float. Watch it move away. This is not denial. This is choice. You are choosing to honor your healing more than your hurt. You may need to forgive not just others, but also yourself for past choices, for not knowing better, for not being able to protect your own heart. And when those feelings arise, place your hand over your heart and say, I forgive myself. I did the best I could, and I deserve peace now. You do not need permission to forgive. You do not need someone else to say sorry. Forgiveness is between you and your soul. It is a quiet, sacred act of self-love, and each time you forgive, you take back your power. You say, I am no longer chained to the past. I am free to live in the now. Let the energy of forgiveness flow through you. Let it wash away what no longer serves. Let it soften the hardness. You might cry. You might breathe deeply. You might feel a quiet stillness. All of these are signs that your heart is opening, that healing is taking place. And if the pain returns tomorrow, forgive again. Not because you have failed, but because healing is a process. Because your peace is worth the practice. Forgiveness is not a one-time act. It is a way of being, a way of choosing love over fear, a way of returning to yourself, again and again. Begin this process gently. Speak to yourself softly. I am willing to forgive. I am willing to let go. I am willing to be free. And with each repetition, feel the chains loosen. Feel your spirit rise. Feel your life open to the peace that has always been your birthright. There is something quietly powerful about gratitude. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't make noise, yet it transforms everything it touches. Gratitude is not about pretending things are perfect. It's about choosing to focus on what is still good, what is still loving, what is still present, even in the midst of pain. When the heart is heavy, it may seem impossible to feel thankful. But gratitude is not a feeling you wait for. It is a practice you choose. You choose to say, right now I am grateful for this breath. And even that small act shifts your energy. It opens the door to light. Begin with the tiniest moments: a warm cup of tea, a soft pillow, a kind word. These are not small things. They are blessings. And when you take a moment to notice them, your whole body softens, your nervous system calms, your heart begins to rest. You can keep a little notebook nearby, and each day write down 3 things you are grateful for. Even on the hardest days, there is always something: the sun rising, the strength to keep going, the courage to feel. These are all signs that life is with you, that love is still flowing. Gratitude is like watering the roots of your soul. The more you pour into it, the more beauty grows. And what you focus on expands. So when you focus on what you appreciate, you invite more of it into your life. This is not wishful thinking. This is sacred alignment. Your energy becomes lighter. Your outlook shifts. Your healing deepens. Because gratitude lifts you into the present moment. And in the present, you are not defined by your past. You are not burdened by what hasn't happened yet. You are simply here, and here is enough. You might even pause throughout your day and gently ask, what can I be thankful for right now? That question alone can change the rhythm of your thoughts. It can bring you back from fear into love, from doubt into trust, from sadness into peace. Gratitude is not a chore. It is a gentle reminder of the abundance that exists in even the simplest parts of life. And the more you recognize it, the more you realize you have always been surrounded by grace. Let gratitude be the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Let it carry you gently forward. Let it teach you that even in the healing, even in the aching, there is something beautiful waiting to be seen. Something that says you are supported, you are guided, you are loved. And as your heart opens in gratitude, you become a magnet for more love, more peace, more light, not because you forced it, but because you finally saw what was already there. Healing is not something that happens once and is complete. It is a loving commitment to yourself each day, a quiet vow to keep showing up for your own heart. And one of the most powerful ways to keep this commitment is to create daily practices, small rituals of care that remind you, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of healing. These practices don't have to be big or complicated. In fact, the simpler they are, the more powerful they become. One of the most loving things you can do is take 5 minutes each morning to be still, to breathe, to say gently, I bless this day with love. I bless myself with peace. Mirror work, as we shared earlier, can be a part of this. Looking into your own eyes and speaking kindness, not for praise or perfection, but for connection, for truth. Another gentle practice is journaling. Write what you feel. Write what you're grateful for. Write affirmations of healing and self-worth. You might try a loving touch, placing your hand on your heart, your belly, your shoulder, and saying, "I'm here, I care." The body responds to kindness. The body remembers every time you choose love. Create a space in your home that feels peaceful. It doesn't have to be large, just a small corner where you can sit, breathe, and be with yourself. Light a candle if it feels good. Listen to soft music. Read words that remind you of your strength. You can also speak affirmations throughout your day. When you feel doubt, say, "I trust myself." When you feel fear, say, "I am safe now." When you feel tired, say, "I am allowed to rest." These words are not magic, but they are powerful. They guide your thoughts. They shift your energy. They shape your reality. And if a day comes when you forget or don't feel strong, know that this is also part of the journey. Healing is not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about returning again and again to the practices that ground you in love. Let your daily healing be like brushing your teeth, something you do not because it's urgent, but because it keeps you whole. It's a way of saying to yourself, "I matter." Let every act of care be a statement of your worthiness, a reflection of the truth that you are healing and that healing is working through you. These small steps, taken each day with love, become a path of peace, a path of light, a path that leads you back to the deepest part of yourself, the part that always knew the way. And now, dear one, we come to a quiet place, a place of rest, a place of truth. You have walked through pain. You have softened in the presence of your own heart. You have looked into the mirror, into your inner world, and you have seen that you are not broken. You are becoming whole. This journey is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about choosing every day to return to yourself with love, with compassion, with grace. Healing is not something you chase. It is something you allow, something you receive, something you become. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to fix everything right away. Your willingness is enough. Your openness is enough. Your breath, your softness, your love, that is where transformation begins. Let today be a soft turning point. Let it be the moment you say, "I am worthy of healing. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of love." Speak it with your voice. Speak it with your heart. Speak it with the way you treat yourself when no one is watching. And remember, this is your life. This is your heart. You are the one who gets to choose how it feels to live in your own skin. You are the one who creates your peace, one gentle choice at a time. There is nothing missing in you. There is nothing wrong with you. You are on a sacred journey back to the truth of who you are. And that truth is beautiful. That truth is strong. That truth is love. So take a breath now, a slow, loving breath, and say to yourself, "I am healing. I am becoming. I am whole." And let that be your truth today, tomorrow, always. You are loved. You are enough. You are free.